And what are they gonna do now? They just came at him like that? Hi everyone and welcome back to another Naruto reaction.
Before we begin, as always, thank you to the patrons on Patreon. If you want to join us on Patreon, the link is in the description. Go check it out for early access to our footage and exclusive content like filler episodes and movies that are only on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to the ton of other channels that we have, which are all within the link in the description. Last but not least, check out our merchandise, which is also within the link in the description. Like this video, comment down below, and with all that being said, let's get started with this reaction. Whoa.
I wonder what that's gonna mean.
They ended off in an insane part in the last episode.
Mid-fight between the two of them.
What a peaceful little village. Can't say much for their security, though.
This village really ought to be taught a lesson. We could just stroll right in there and wipe them all out.
Which village is this?
We're not here to wipe anybody out.
They're scouting.
Are you scared? Why don't you do us all a favor and go back to bed?
You remember these guys, right?
Yeah, they're the four that created the prism.
We're here as an escort for a very special guest.
Who? Orochimaru?
Do you hear the
no-
screaming in Naruto's voice? That's crazy.
They will not stop. Look, she's gonna jump in between the two of them. Yes, Kakashi!
You were right.
He taught them a lesson. They're both gonna head first into things.
Naruto, is that what I think it was?
Oh yeah, he doesn't know he can do the Rasengan. The crashing sounds.
What do you two think you're doing up here? That was a little intense for just a sparring match, wasn't it? What's wrong with you two?
They're gonna cool down and realize how crazy they were acting.
No doubt about it. That jutsu was the Rasengan.
He knows it.
Is he impressed?
Whoa.
How is it possible?
He is impressed.
Damn. Look at
Destroy
the
the
impact Sasuke made versus Naruto.
Look at how much water is coming out.
Really going to kill him, Sasuke? You've really got to watch this sense of superiority you have.
He does.
That Chidori was not the size you'd aim at a comrade from the Leaf Village.
She's just caught in between these two.
When are you going to grow up, Sasuke? Did meeting up with Itachi cause this?
He can read him like a book. Whoa, he's out like that?
It's backflips over the fence.
Sasuke.
What about Naruto? He does need an attitude adjustment. Wait, that's the backside of the one Naruto hit?
Damn it!
What? Oh, the distress, because he used that pinpoint.
It's like a bullet.
Yeah, and then the other side just burst open. They are at the Leaf Village. Sounding really creepy. I don't know what they want.
Everybody's going through it in this episode.
They need to talk it out. Even she's going through it.
Kakashi-sensei.
Well, so much for teamwork. I'm assuming it was you who taught him that technique. You don't think maybe he's a little young to be handling that jutsu?
He was watching the whole time?
They're so subtle about it.
After all, he could have killed Sasuke.
They could have killed each other.
I know you want to protect him from the Akatsuki, but still, to entrust him with a jutsu like that.
Aren't you a fine one to talk? Teaching the Chidori to someone like Sasuke.
It's hypocritical.
But I never imagined he'd be willing to use a jutsu that powerful against a comrade from his own village. Obviously, there's bad blood between them, but where in the world does it come from?
It's nothing we haven't seen before.
Competition.
Their relationship isn't much different than the one you had with Orochimaru.
Oh, that's crazy.
I see.
History repeats itself.
Sasuke is a comrade and a rival at the same time. It's the competition between them that keeps him going. That's why he won't stand for it when Sasuke tries to belittle him. He's been dogging Sasuke's steps every inch of the way, since their first days at the academy.
He does understand him really well.
It's pretty easy to notice though, isn't it?
I mean, Naruto is the underdog, and Sasuke was the best student at one point.
I'm not gonna lose out to you.
As far as Naruto's concerned, what you and I think doesn't matter. There's only one person whose approval he really cares about. Sasuke.
That's true. He won't admit it, but Sasuke does approve of him.
On the other hand, it's hard for Sasuke to watch Naruto's strength and skills develop at such an astonishing rate. Sasuke must feel like he's standing still.
Definitely.
The glow up has been real for Naruto.
And Sasuke can't handle it.
Naruto has something powerful driving him on, and so does Sasuke.
Yet they still care about one another.
Can destroy a certain person. You need revenge. His hatred of Itachi may be driving him on too fast.
Sasuke can't acknowledge Naruto's abilities. He's afraid that if he does acknowledge them, he somehow diminishes his own.
They need to grow past this. It's a good teaching moment.
It can be hard work maintaining a rivalry.
Well, it's not a very healthy rivalry. It's time I gave somebody a talking to.
I'll leave
Who?
Naruto to you then. I have a mission. And then there's that Chidori business.
Mission to talk to Sasuke?
It'll be all right, don't you worry. We'll soon have them back to their old selves again. Cheer up, okay?
Well, that was kind of him to acknowledge her feelings. I think she's feeling hopeful.
What is it, Naruto? Listen, Sakura. This is between us. Stay out of it.
Oh.
Whoa.
He's being really tough on her.
He's never had that attitude towards her before.
The rivalry is very strong. They're acting in crazy ways. Oh my goodness. This is gonna haunt him for so long.
On top of all the other stuff.
I mean, it's kind of good.
You don't have enough hate, and you know something.
You never will.
You never will. What have I been doing?
This was the filler that we skipped.
Which really caused him to second guess himself.
It was more of the Itachi thing, because in the manga, the filler doesn't even happen.
I like that look in his eyes.
Whoa, all four of these weirdos are looking at Sasuke right now.
Why did Kakashi said he was going on a mission? What was he talking about?
He's like, I'm gonna go speak to Sasuke, basically. And Jiraiya's gonna go speak to Naruto.
I thought it had something to do with these guys.
Shall we?
This is a vulnerable moment. They're going to try to bring... Oh. Ah, that scared me.
Kakashi tied him up.
I thought it was those four.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna bring him to Orochimaru so he could take over Sasuke's body. He's ignoring him. Well, that was disrespectful. I think Jiraiya might feel for Naruto because he relates.
What's this all about? Sorry, but I knew you wouldn't want to sit still for a lecture, so I figured I had to pin you down.
I love this tactic.
Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge.
What?
Believe me, in this work I've met a lot of guys who feel the way you do. For those who follow the path of revenge, it never ends well.
Yep.
Well spoken.
You'll only tear yourself apart, and even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness.
Shut up! What makes you think you know anything about it?
Wow.
It's easy for you to talk. You have no idea.
This is a hot point.
Maybe if I was to kill the most important people in your life, everyone who's ever meant anything, maybe then I'd listen to you. Because maybe then you'd have some idea how I feel.
So much anger.
I'm afraid you're a little late to put it to the test.
Why? What does that
Everyone
mean?
you're talking about has already been killed.
He said that with a
Been
smile.
around longer than you have, kid. I've seen my share of troubles. You're not the only one who knows what it's like to lose somebody.
Wow.
So, it looks like neither of us has led a charmed life exactly, have we? Still, we're not all that bad off.
It's
At
true.
least you and I have been lucky enough to find new comrades to help fill the void.
See, he does care about both of them, deep down. He's just dealing with his own inner battles.
With the Chidori, you've been granted a gift of awesome power. It's not a power to be used against your comrades, or to seek vengeance. I think, in your heart of hearts, you know what it's for. Okay, end of lecture. You decide whether what I'm saying hits the mark or not.
I love that. He makes his point and leaves it up to Sasuke to figure the rest out.
I actually appreciate that so much. He doesn't want to try to overanalyze.
Could make things trickier with that shinobi hanging around. We better hold on for a bit.
Thank gosh.
He doesn't look that tough to me.
I bet the two of us could tear that leaf shinobi apart.
Did I sound like I wanted your help?
Damn.
Wow, they were aggressive.
I like the soft tone of Kakashi's voice.
I really appreciate him as a character. He does things so calmly, and he knows how to make a point with few words.
He's very logical in his approaches to everything, basically.
He is.
And very structured.
He never lets on too much about himself, but he does explain how he understands what they're going through.
This is definitely a hard mark in Sasuke's life where he has to rethink what he's been doing all of this for. Kakashi's right. If you do get the revenge, there's nothing left after, so you'll feel a void, an emptiness.
And it'll be just like Orochimaru. She's trying to get the team back together.
Is that what your female intuition tells you?
Yeah, I think she is looking back on the good times. Sakura is the peacekeeper between these two. Or tries to be at least.
We both made it. We climbed all the way up to the top.
I do like their camaraderie when they can get along.
Naruto's clearly having a tough time processing it as well.
I think he's starting to feel a little better.
What's wrong, Sakura? Look, there's something I need to talk to you about, so if you still want that date you've always wanted.
Oh, she's kind of blackmailing him. Incentivizing anyway. They still have a soft spot for one another, even when they have so much anger.
What do I do?
Oh, no, no, no. This is a bad time. He's vulnerable.
These guys really waited all day.
He also sat there all day. What do they want with him? His body?
It's that curse mark that Orochimaru put on him during the tuning exams.
She's so fixated on that, but there's so much more going on.
Kakashi Sensei said he'd taken care of it, but I wonder.
I think these two are gonna save Sasuke.
Did you really send all 4 of them? Was that necessary?
I hadn't the heart to refuse them. They all were so eager to meet this Sasuke I've spoken so highly of. They wanted to test his strength.
It's not a very fair test. In his condition, he's no match for all 4 of them.
What, are they gonna kill him?
And that's why he'll come to me seeking greater power. Just as I've always said he would.
He's so vulnerable right now. He's gonna choose the path of good, or he's gonna go to Orochimaru.
Okay, who are you? Out with it.
We're the Sound Ninja 4.
And what are they gonna do now? They just came at him like that? Oh. He's doing really well. I don't think they were expecting that at all. Oh. Substitution?
They're not
Jeez.
amateurs, very clearly.
They're really good.
And Sasuke's outnumbered.
And all 4 of them are working together.
Before we go another round, I should warn you. You might want to think about it. I'm in a really bad mood.
He's
Whoa.
fierce.
He really laid down the law in that last panel. What'd you think about this episode?
This episode was very introspective for both Naruto and Sasuke. Right now, it feels like there's an inflection point between the two of them. They can choose to move forward with their camaraderie and choose the better path, or they can continue with this hatred for one another, and Sasuke may potentially go towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru is trying to trick Sasuke, and Sasuke doesn't understand that right now. I think with the great guidance from Kakashi, Sasuke is going to choose the better path, and he's going to ignore Orochimaru and his promises of more power.
This was a very quiet episode, but there was a lot of things happening at one time, and it was great to have experienced this episode in that slow manner because we needed to take in and process the way the characters were feeling throughout the episode. With that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. And as always, peace out.
Bye!